Haines City is the next Davenport, and this brand new community just opened and it offers you an option to customize your home. Are you wanting to get in early? Well, then look no further because I got you. What's up, YouTube fam? If you're new to this channel, well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Alexis Diaz, and I'm Central Florida's real estate advisor and CEO of the Evolve Estates Group. Here at the Evolve Estates Group, it is our passion to help people evolve in real estate. So we go all over Central Florida and surrounding areas to show you what Florida has to offer. We explore new construction, resale homes, investment opportunities, local restaurants, shops, and so much more. Now make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss our weekly videos. Today we are in Haines City, Florida, and I've been saying this is the new Davenport, but at a more affordable price for now. Today we're gonna tour this brand new community that just opened called Cedar Crossings, built by KB Homes. Now this community offers over 12 different floor plans, and the largest home is over 3,000 square foot. Today, we're gonna check out the 1989 model, which features 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage, 1989 square feet, and the base price is under $300,000. Now, what I love about this community is that you have different lot sizes. So the biggest lot size is 70 foot big, and you don't find that in this area, okay? So what I love about this community as well is that you could build this home on a 70-foot lot with a 3-car garage. I'm super excited. Now make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video where we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate. I'm gonna break down the builder's incentives, down payment, closing costs, and so much more. Now let's begin your real estate evolution tour. All right, we're already feeling the summer heat here in Florida. So I want you guys to take notice that you do have a covered entryway, which we absolutely love, so that when you get your Amazon packages, they don't have to get wet if you're not home, okay? So coming into the house, you have this long foyer area. You're not walking directly into the family room, the kitchen. I know that you guys love that. I love that too. So you could do something just like this, a nice table, a nice mirror, whatever your heart desires, okay? So to my right, we're gonna have 2 bedrooms and 1 full bathroom. So let's walk into bedroom number 1. So bedroom number 1 faces the front of the house. It's set up kind of like a sewing craft room right now. You're gonna have the double sliding doors leading into the closet. But one thing I wanna mention is that you could build from the ground up in this community. So if you're like, oh, Alexis, I really don't like carpet, you could build from the ground up, and you can take whatever flooring is in the main area and bring it into the bedrooms as well, okay? Now this is gonna be bathroom number 1. You're gonna have the quartz countertops. You have the single sink, but it's an extra long sink with double cabinets. You're gonna have a shower tub combination, and it most likely standard is gonna be that white shell. If you wanna do tiling, you can do that if you're building from the ground up. And then you do have a linen closet in here as well. So bedroom number 2 is just across of the hall. You have a twin size bed in here, I would say. Would you say, babe, twin or a full? Okay, Vic says it's no, right? I see, I'm getting better with this. It's a full-size bed. You have end tables, you have a dresser, you have 1 window faces the side of the house, and you're gonna have those same sliding doors as well. Now they do have move-in ready options too. So they're gonna have one coming up in the next 30 to 45 days, and that one is gonna be priced at $308,000, just a little bit over $308,000. So you can choose whether you wanna build from the ground up, or if you like the interior design that move-in ready home is gonna come with, then you can choose that as well. to be honest with you, most of the times you get a better incentive with move-in ready homes. But right now, what they're doing in with KB Homes is that they're offering the same exact incentives for a move-in ready and the to be built. So this is your chance to maybe build from the ground up if you're not in that much of a hurry, right? Okay, so off of the foyer to my left, we're gonna have the laundry room. Now, it normally doesn't come standard with the washer and dryer. If you're building from the ground up, you can include the washer and dryer, but honestly, you're gonna be paying a premium. I would just buy that, you know, catch a Labor Day sale, President's Weekend, July 4th weekend, or something like that, right? It's gonna be too much with the builder. So it comes with a shelf. You can add cabinets to that as well. This is where your AC is going to be here, okay? To my right is gonna have your door to your 2-car garage. It's your standard 2-car garage. Now, like I mentioned, if you want this house on the bigger lot, you can actually have a 3-car garage, right? So if you're looking for a 3-car garage, this house comes in a 3-car garage with the bigger lot. Now, what I want to mention is that this is technically bedroom number 3, or if you're building from the ground up, you can make this a den area as well, okay? So it could be a 3-bedroom plus a den, or you can make it the 4-bedroom how it looks now, okay? So this faces the side of the house. You have the 1 window, and you have those same sliding closet doors, okay? But if you have multiple children and this square footage works for you, you can definitely put bunk beds and all of that stuff. You guys know that we have 6 kids. If you're new here, Vic and I do have 6 kids. We have 3 biological sons, and then we were foster parents and we adopted a sibling group of 3. So we have 4 boys and 2 girls, and most of who shares? The boys, Caleb and Malachi, bunk together, and then the girls have bunk beds in their room as well, okay? The big boys they're cool and they have their own rooms. The little ones don't like that too much, but that's okay. Now, welcome to the open living space. Okay, I see you. I love this. Let's talk about this family room. I love how open this is. So you're gonna have these like luxury, let me see what kind of flooring these are. Yeah, these are luxury vinyl planking. So that's all throughout the home except the bedrooms. But again, when you're building from the ground up, you're gonna have standard features, and they don't necessarily, sometimes you have to build up, and that's where you get to your price, okay? So our 100-inch minimum TV is gonna go on that wall. We already know that. You kind of have a little vault here, like a vaulted ceiling. You could add speakers, like, what are they called? Yeah, like recessed speakers type of thing. There's a word that I'm looking for. Built-in speakers, that's the word I'm looking for. It does come pre-wired for a ceiling fan. Guys, if you're doing from the ground up, don't buy your light fixtures, don't buy your ceiling fans with the builder. You're gonna pay a premium and it's not worth it, okay? So this is the living room. Then we're going to have the dining room just off of the family room, okay? And as you can see, this is a 6-seat table. It fits perfect. Even if you needed something bigger, you can fit that. I love the windows in here. It's giving us that natural light. And then you're gonna have sliding doors leading into your covered lanai, which does come pre-wired for a ceiling fan. Depending on what lot you choose, you may not have any rear neighbors. So their lot premiums range from about $2,000 all the way to $12,000, which is really not bad. And their base price, and I'm not saying for this 1989 square feet, because the base price for the 1989 is $299. But they do have a smaller model where the base price is $247,000, right? So you just do whatever fits your family needs in your pockets, right? We don't want to be house poor. But you have more than enough space to add a pool depending on what your lot size is. They are gonna have a community pool here, cabana, dog park, playground, and some walking trails. So that's something to look forward to too. And then look at this area. This is kind of just like something that you could do here as well. You could do maybe like a hutch, do some nice paintings in here, whatever your heart desires. You guys know that I'm not an interior designer, but I'm just trying to give you some tips, right? Now let's walk into this beautiful kitchen. I love this kitchen. It's different. It's a different shape than we normally see, but I love all of the cabinets. But we have to start off with the island because you guys know I'm an island girl, born and raised in Staten Island, New York. I'm half Puerto Rican and I'm half Dominican, okay? But I love the island because it's the connecting piece of the home, your family, your friends, your children surrounding the island, chopping it up, talking about your day. You're gonna have pendant lighting Most likely it's just gonna come pre-wired, and then you can add light fixtures just like this. So this one, this is, it looks like a quartz, or it's giving me granite though. What do you think, babe? It's just giving me a busy quartz, right? So when you build from the ground up, you can choose, you go to the design center, you can choose the different levels of granite or quartz, right? The different colors, or if you like what the move-in ready, what that package, how the house looks, what the colors are in the kitchen and things like that, you could choose that as well. But this is a nice large island. You have a double sink. You're gonna have your garbage disposal. You have your dishwasher in here. On this side, you're gonna have multiple cabinets. These look like 36-inch cabinets. And if you wanted to, you can upgrade to the 42 if you're doing a to-be built, right? And look, there's just so much space here. I really am digging this space here. Now you have this fancy Whirlpool microwave, which I'm not mad at. It looks like it air fries too. That might be an upgrade if you're building from the ground up. And then you're gonna have an electric stove. Let's see if it vents out. It does vent out. Okay, I really like that it vents out, guys. It is soft close, but again, that might not be the standard features, because when you're building from the ground up, you're getting the standard features, and then that's where you're building up, and then it starts getting costly, right? So I always encourage my clients to take that into consideration, right? You don't want to go too crazy if you have a budget that you want to keep. Maybe this could be your coffee station, right? Or the other side, or whatever have you. It is up to you, but we have to have a coffee station, okay? Then you're gonna have the refrigerator, most likely the double door just like this, and then you have some cabinets on the space from there. I really like this flooring. It's like a very hard, luxury, durable LVP. I really like it. So then you're gonna have this pantry here. So you have a lot of space on the bottom. So me personally, I probably will add like a couple of shelves here, because I think you're missing some shelves. There's only 3 here. I think at least 1 more, so that you have space on the bottom for the bulkier stuff like the kids' snacks and the like the cases of water and things like that, okay? So guys, let me know what you think about this house so far. I think we're gonna definitely tour all of the other models that they have to offer, just so that you can kind of see. They don't have all of the 12 models as model homes, but they do have some 2-story ones that I want to show you guys, okay? If this is the house for you and you're like, oh my gosh, Alexis, this is exactly what I'm looking for, or you're like, I'm not quite sure that this is it, but we definitely want to work with you guys at the Evolve Estates group, well, the best way to reach out to us is going to be in our YouTube. There's a link. That link is to our calendar. Now you're going to choose whether you're a builder, seller, buyer, or investor, or realtor, ready to evolve in real estate. You choose a day and a time, whichever works best for you, and we'll see you via Zoom, because we want to see your beautiful faces. You can send us an email or call us as well. We work as a team. Katrina is now a licensed real estate agent, so I'm super excited. So she is part of the Evolve Estates group, so you can work with her as well, okay? So without further ado, we're gonna go check out the master bedroom. But what I like about this master bedroom and how it's positioned, number one, it's away from all of the other bedrooms. So this is why this is considered a split floor plan, because the other bedrooms are on one side of the house and then the master is all the way in the back. Now you kind of have this like little hallway, you have a light, you even have a closet here too. So you can make this maybe like the game night closet type of thing, or whatever your heart desires. But come on in and welcome to your master bedroom. Now I have seen where there is a tray ceiling in here, so that may be an option for you as well. But it's very big. You have 2 windows, you have your king size bed, you have these bulky end tables, and it doesn't even look crowded in here. You're going to have a seating area by the window, and you have a full-size dresser, so I'm not mad at it. Okay, so off of my right, you're gonna have your master bathroom. So you have a toilet, you're gonna have double sinks, you have quartz countertops, but again, it depends on what the package is. It depends if you're building from the ground up. You're gonna have a shower tub combo, right? But this one, you can see that they put tiling, and you do have a linen closet, and you have a window in here. So I know that you guys like that. But guys, what I like about builders who allow you to have options to customize is that sometimes the builders will allow you to maybe have a step-in shower versus a shower tub combination if you don't really care about a tub, right? So don't let that discourage you if you're like, I don't want a tub, because we could definitely see if having a step-in shower is an option versus the shower tub combination, okay? So what I also am not mad at is that they have a walk-in closet and it's not in the bathroom. So look at your walk-in closet. It is extremely spacious. I love it. Now, if you're building from the ground up, please do not customize with the builder. You're just gonna pay such a premium, but this is like a mini room in here. It's very, very, very nice and spacious, okay? So guys, let me know what you think about this house. What do you think about this floor plan? Again, we are gonna check out the different floor plans that they have as models so that you can see, but let's go back to the kitchen. We're gonna chop it up and then we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate. All right, we are back in the kitchen and it is time to chop it up. So let's do a quick recap. So we are currently in Haines City, Florida, okay? Specifically a brand new community that just opened called Cedar Crossings, built by KB Homes. Now this community offers an abundance of different floor plans, over 12 to be exact. Now, their lowest priced home is $247,000. But remember, that's just the base price. That's actually a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1511 square feet. So if you don't do too much to it, you could stay around that price point if you needed to, okay? But we toured their 1989 floor plan, which features 4 bedrooms, 2-bath, 2-car garage, 1989 square feet, and the starting price is $299,000. However, they will have a move-in ready priced at $308,000 within the next 30 to 45 days, okay? What I really like about this home is that you have a split floor plan. So the first 3 bedrooms are gonna be in towards the front of the house with the full bathroom. You're gonna have that extra large hallway leading into your main living space. You have your large family room, you have the dining room off of the family room, you're gonna have your double sliding doors leading into your covered lanai, and then you have this really nice large kitchen with so much counters and, well, so much counter space and cabinets. Then you're gonna have your master bedroom facing the back of the house with the nice walk-in closet, and then you have that nice master bathroom as well, okay? So as I mentioned, so many different floor plans, so many different options to choose from, and what I like is that they do have bigger lots, up to 70-foot lots, okay? So you could build this one on a 70-foot lot with a 3-car garage. Now let's talk a little bit about the area. Haines City is just growing. Oh my goodness, I'm super excited to see the growth. I've been saying it that it's gonna be the next Davenport. When I moved to Davenport, I bought my house at $306,000. By the time the builder was done building in my community, that same floor plan was selling for over $450,000, okay? So I feel in my heart of hearts that Haines City is gonna be the next Davenport, and this is where you get in now at the very beginning so you can build instant equity like I did, okay? So Haines City, they're getting a Target here, there's Chipotle, Starbucks, they're building hotels, so you know that the growth is just happening. And you're not far from Davenport either. You're about 15 to 20 minutes away from Davenport, okay? So in this area, this is Polk County, so you're gonna have an abundance of different school options, right? You can go the private school option, you can do a public charter school, or you can just do the public schools as well. I want to make sure that I'm covering everything, so I have my handy dandy sheet. The older I'm getting, and with all the kids that I have, and my head is just like, all right. So this community is gonna have a pool, cabana, trail, dog park, and a playground for the kids, okay? What else do I want to mention? I think that's it that I wanna mention. So Haines City, let me just give you a little bit of perspective. So Haines City is about 50 minutes to an hour away from Tampa. We are about 40 minutes away from Walt Disney World. This area is about 45 minutes away, maybe an hour, depending on traffic, to downtown Orlando, right? And I would say about almost an hour to the Orlando International Airport? Yeah, from here. I would say so, about an hour from the airport, yeah. So, but there's just so much shopping, restaurants within proximity for this community, and you're not far from Winter Haven. I absolutely love Winter Haven. You have access to so many lakes. So if you're a big person who loves to go fishing and things like that, or go on the boat, you can take advantage of Winter Haven not being too far away, only about 20 minutes depending on where in Winter Haven. Okay, I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. Of course, we're on public sewage and public water as well. Let's go to Monarch School of Real Estate just so that I could break down their incentives. I could break down the down payment and closing costs, and if I forgot anything, I'll mention it in Monarch School of Real Estate. Let's go. All right, welcome to Monarch School of Real Estate. If you've been here for a while, you know that I absolutely love this portion of the video because I want to educate you guys to become savvy consumers. Now, I always start off by saying is that I'm not a licensed lender or licensed tax appraiser, so the numbers on this board are solely estimates to give you a better idea. So they are having the same floor plan. It is coming soon to sell. It's going to be completed soon, right? And that price is $308,521, but I'm just basing my numbers off a $308,000 home just so that we have clean numbers. There's an HOA of $140 per year, and there is a CDD. Now, the CDD is based on the lot size. So for this, I put 50-foot lot size. It's going to be $2,340 per year, which equates to $195 per month. That gets paid with your taxes, okay? Now, when you're gonna purchase a house and you're gonna finance, you have a lot of different financing options. I'm just gonna talk about a few of the more popular ones, starting off with FHA. FHA is primarily for first-time home buyers. However, if you haven't owned the home within the last 3 years, you're considered a first-time home buyer, so you can still qualify for this, okay? Minimum down payment is 3.5% of the purchase price. So if we do 3.5% of $308,000, we have a down payment of $10,780. When you're purchasing a house, you also have closing costs. Closing costs are an accumulation of fees such as loan origination fees, prorated taxes, transfer fees, title fees, etc. Usually around 3 to 4% of the purchase price, and I'm always super conservative and I go 4%. 4% of $308,000 is $12,320. So what we do is we take the down payment plus the closing costs, it equals your cash to close. Your cash to close is the amount of money you need in order to close on the property, receive the keys, and evolve in real estate. So for this example, it would be $23,100. Now, the next loan we're going to talk about is a conventional loan. As a first-time homebuyer, you may qualify for as little as 3% down. 3% of the purchase price is $9,240. You have the same closing cost. Your cash to close is going to be $21,560. Now, if you don't qualify for the 3% down payment, the next tier is 5%. So 5% of the purchase price, you're going to have a down payment of $15,400. You have those same closing costs. You're going to have a cash to close of $27,720. Now, your next tier from 5% is 10%. Why would you pay 10%? So you're going to pay 10% if this is going to be considered a second home. Let's say you're going to retire in a few years, but you want to purchase the home now. You want this to be your vacation home. This is considered a second home. Minimum is 10% down, okay? Sometimes the bank requires more. It just depends. So 10% of the purchase price is $30,800. Same closing costs. We're going to have a cash to close of $43,120. Now, the next tier from 10% is 20%. You're going to pay 20% if you want to avoid private mortgage insurance or you want to use it as an investment property, which you can for long-term rental, okay? So 20% of the purchase price is $61,600. Same closing costs. We have a cash to close of $73,920. The next loan we're going to talk about is VA. Thank you for everyone who have served our country. You get 100% financing. All you have to think about is those closing costs and if you have a funding fee, okay? So the closing cost is $12,320. Now, of course, you can purchase this house in cash. You're not gonna have nearly as much closing costs. I estimated to be around $5,000 to $6,000, okay? Taxes, so taxes are going to be an estimate because what happens is with a brand new home, the taxes are only based on the land, which is literally only a couple of $100s. But the second year, the house gets reassessed along with the land and your taxes go up. So they estimate it to be around 1% of the purchase price. So if we do 1%, that's $3,080 per year. But remember, your taxes have to get paid. Your CDD gets paid with your taxes. So essentially, you're going to add $2,350 to this $2,340. I hope that makes sense to you guys, all right? This would be, the $3,080 would be without the CDD, right? That's not including the CDD, but the $5,000 420 is including, did I do that right? Let me see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 4. Okay, I just want to make sure. 5,420 with the CDD, okay? And then homeowner's insurance, $700 to $1,000 per year. X flood zone, not in a flood zone, centrally located, so your homeowner's insurance is not going to be a lot of money. Their current incentives is they are giving the buyers $7,500 towards closing costs. You could use that towards the closing costs, or you could use that to buy down the interest rate. So I said normally they have better incentives with move-in ready homes versus a to be built, right? But in this case, they said the sales agent said that they are actually they've lowered all of the sales prices, and then that's why they're only offering $7,500, right? So they said, let's say if someone needed extra closing costs, then let's say they needed an extra $10,000 towards closing costs, then they could essentially put the $10,000 added on to the sales price. So then instead of 308, it would be 318. So that now you have 10,000 plus the 7,500. So you'll have 17,500 towards closing costs, right? But then you have the purchase price of 318. So you just have to see what makes sense for you and your family, and the lender would be able to tell you that. So if you want to take advantage of like their incentives, which is that $7,500, then you have to use their preferred lender, okay? So I hope this all makes sense to you. I know we got a little bit sidetracked with adding the CDD plus the taxes so you could get the right amount for the most part, because it's still an estimate, just to have a better understanding. But I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned to the next one.